Mr. Beast is a thief. Did you know that he steals all of his best video ideas from smaller channels and goes viral because of it? Now, in any other context, stealing is a rather questionable decision. But here on YouTube, it's actually the secret behind almost all of the greatest videos on the platform, and is the reason why creators like Mr. Beast can rake in views while other YouTubers are stuck staring at their analytics all day. But there are levels to stealing, and with creators like Mr. Beast sitting right at the top, the harsh truth is that most other channels are forever stuck in the lower levels. But let's get started with level 1. The best way to explain level 1 is through this lovely drawing of a rooster. For centuries, artists have honed their skills by copying the old masters, and it's a fantastic process for grasping the fundamentals. But if you're going to do the same for YouTube videos, is it enough? Well, if we take a look at this creator here, who has copied an idea from the legend that is Mark Rober, we can see that even with the exact same title and a very similar thumbnail, the YouTube algorithm simply doesn't care. When people start YouTube, it tends to be inspired from watching their favorite creators over and over again, seeing their success, and then you start to wonder, I could do something like this too, right? But there's a trap that level 1 creators fall into, and that's falling into the cycle of copying high quality content and then not getting the execution quite right, so they end up uploading videos that are lesser versions of the original. What was a great video turns into something that is You know, there's just something creatively unsatisfying about copying other people's ideas. The reality is it's inauthentic, lacks any kind of critical thinking, and you don't foster a deeper understanding of how to make successful videos. Copying is a great way to introduce you to the YouTube game, but it won't bring you insane views and that exploding subscriber count you're looking for. For that, you'll have to move on to level 2. As the saying goes, good artists copy and great artists steal, and that is what this level is all about. And stealing in the world of YouTube can be very rewarding. Seems like a bit of a morally bent sentence there. You know what, a better way to put it would be remixing. But there's one crucial aspect of remixing you have to understand before we go forward. Now, if I wanted to bake the best cake in town, it wouldn't matter how hard I try, how long I take, or even what equipment I'm using if all of my ingredients were gone off. And this goes the same for your videos. Choosing the correct content to remix from is as important as the process of remixing itself. So how do you find appropriate recipes for your own videos? The type of videos you want to take from are videos that have performed above average on a channel when it comes to the video's views relative to the channel's subscriber count, or even better, the average view count for each upload. These videos are called outliers, and they help us identify successful idea formats. And to properly understand remixing from outlier videos, we're going to put ourselves in the shoes of business giant Alex Hormozi. Imagine being at the helm of one of the fastest growing channels in the business education niche with 2.8 million subscribers, with your top 3 videos surpassing a total of 10 million views, and then suddenly Mr. Simon Squibb pops up on your homepage with this video here. At this point in time, Simon had 500,000 subscribers, and his last 10 uploads averaged to about 26,000 views a video. But what happened next was rather bonkers. After just a week, this video had already surpassed 1 million views. And now at 7.5 million, it's one of the most successful business education videos on the platform. Now, when Alex saw this insanely successful idea take off, well, he simply took it and remixed it for his own channel 5 months later. Now, despite Alex having a channel more than 5 times the size of Simon's and a way higher average view count of 330,000 per upload, his video didn't pick up as much momentum as you might have expected. This actually teaches us 2 things. Number 1 is the 1.4 million views Alex managed to achieve on the video is a clear indication that choosing to remix Simon's idea was the correct choice, as it now sits within his top 15 most viewed videos. And number 2, even if you're the smaller guy, if you are the first one to do something in your niche, it can result in an exceptional amount of attention. But there's a big problem staring at us right in the face. Finding idea formats within your own niche is great and all, but it guarantees one thing, and that is not being the first one to do it. So to become number one, we're going to have to move on to level 3 and have a look at this video here. You see, we at 1 of 10 do a lot of digging around and suspect that this is the video that Simon Squibb may have remixed from. Or maybe this one, or this one. And if we zoom out to take a broader look, we can see that this idea most likely didn't originate in the business niche. Level 3 ideation is all about going outside of your niche to find successful idea formats and bring them into your own niche. If you're wondering how to research idea formats like this, you can simply use 1 of 10's search function to bring up outlier videos from the past 6 months, and it won't take long before you start spotting certain title and thumbnail formats you might be interested in. Once you have an idea format, you can go a step further and look into how it's performing by searching more specific terms such as years of knowledge in minutes or years of advice in minutes. You want to research videos that have been uploaded within the past 6 months to 1 year, as you don't want to base your ideas off idea formats that are no longer relevant or have become overly saturated. For your final check, head into YouTube and simply search recent uploads under the same keywords. This will give a clear indication of whether it's worth your time, as you'll be able to spot outliers or not from channels who have recently tried and tested your idea. This is also made easier if you download the free 1 of 10 extension from your browser that displays these multipliers in the search results. But there's also another interesting approach that level 3 creators take, and it involves a deeper level of remixing. You see, at this level, creators have a deep understanding of what we call an audience's psychographic profile. In other words, they understand their desires, their problems, and what gets them to click. The X years of X knowledge in X minutes idea format is so successful across the platform because it plays on the desire we have for knowledge, and when we're presented with potentially years of valuable information in a matter of minutes, the click becomes irresistible. Simon knows his audience values time, but as the saying goes, time is money. So it's no surprise that Simon here has remixed a time-based hook into a money-based one. Now, these first 3 levels of ideation can actually get a channel pretty far, but the final 2 levels are rarely achieved by most YouTubers. And it's at those levels where the rewards increase on a massive scale. Level 4 creators have an acute awareness of what high-performing video formats are, but they go a step further when it comes to their research. The secret to level 4 ideation is what you choose to combine with an idea format. And to do that, you'll need something like this. It's probably best to show you instead. This here is a video of Mike Shakes, and I want you to pay close attention and see if you can spot what the idea format is in the title. I'll give you 3 seconds. If you said, "I built deadly weapon," well done. As a prize, you can have this incredibly unsafe katana. Ladies and gentlemen, what I have just introduced to you is what we at 1 of 10 call a viral vector. Viral vectors are essentially subjects or keywords of great interest that can supercharge an idea format, and to identify them, it's as simple as removing the idea format from the title. With Mike Shakes' video, we can see that if we remove the idea format of "I built deadly weapon," what remains are the viral vectors transparent and katana. But I know you're probably asking the question, just how did he come up with these viral vectors in the first place? Well, level 4 creators have an extremely wide understanding of the platform as a whole. When ideating, they're aware of both successful idea formats and the viral vectors that come along with them across many different niches. If we pull up these examples here, which by the way all belong to different niches, and remove the idea formats, we can see the viral vectors transparent, clear, and invisible are doing extremely well for these creators. Now, Mike Shake knew that the viral vector katana is one of the most popular viral vectors in the weapons niche, So it's no surprise that Mike's transparent katana video has achieved over 20 million views so far. But the creativity of level 4 ideation doesn't even stop there. Some channels take it a step further and add what we like to call constrictive modifiers. To put it simply, these are factors that will limit your idea format in a certain way. Take this video here. The constrictive modifier is free, and alongside the idea format of I tested every and the viral vector of drawing app, this channel managed to pull off an amazing outlier. Now, free is a rather wide-reaching modifier that can be applied across many different niches. But there are more niche-specific examples, such as using only air fryer here with Barry Lewis's video, or switching to a time constraint such as in 30 days, like in Mikey's finance video. And with all of that covered, you might be asking, what the hell's left? Well, let's put together everything we've learned so far and take a look at the man who sits on top of YouTube himself, Mr. Beast. If we bring up his train versus giant pit video, we can see that he's combined levels 1, 2, and 3 to produce this viral hit. The title is almost word for word copied alongside the majority of the thumbnail, and he's remixed the video over from the gaming niche into a format that suits his entertainment-hungry audience. Moving up to level 4 ideation, we can see Jimmy taking the very well-known versus format and combining it with the viral vector plane ticket, which resulted in over 400 million views. The video was such a success that Mr. Beast went on to create a whole series of videos using this exact idea format with many different viral vectors including private island, vacation, experiences, house, and more. When a creator realizes something working really well on their channel and ideates from within, we call this a type of internal ideation. Basically, if something starts working really well, just do it again and do it again. Another master of viral vectors is of course Mark Rober himself, using the viral vectors acid and lava within the versus format again to produce one of his most viewed videos here. And because the versus format and the viral vector lava worked so well, he did it again recently, internal ideation, and picked up another 30 million views. But it's the continuous navigation of all 5 levels of ideation that gives level 5 creators their superpower. At this stage, level 5 creators have such a close understanding of their audience and a refined knowledge of the platform that they can come up with original viral ideas that help supercharge their growth. 2 great examples of this is Mark Rober's Glitter Bomb vs Porch Pirate series, and of course Ryan Trahan's Penny series, both of which brought those 2 channels to an insane new level of fame. So whether it be copying, remixing, viral vectors, constrictive modifiers, and more, you should know now where you sit when it comes to the level of ideation that you are using. But there's one last issue you should be aware of, and that is that ideation is only one part of the YouTube puzzle. So if you want to learn the full picture, do make sure to subscribe to the channel and watch this video here, because it'll be uploaded the moment I'm done playing with this invisible katana.